Hi folks, today I have for us the arrest of LIA, where he went to Brian Fahey's house, decided to play F around and find out, and found out the hard way. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Aura. With everyone online more and more, you need to keep your personal information safe. This is where Aura can help. Aura is an online security for your personal information and your data. Aura offers peace of mind with 24-hour data monitoring. They also remove your data from data brokers, provide 24-hour credit monitoring. They remove your information off the dark web. Aura even makes sure data thieves can't get your data. And they are out there trying to find it.
And I'll find you.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
Won't.
Aura is offering you a free 2-week trial by clicking my link, aura.com/NCR, and you can cancel at any time. That's aura.com/NCR, or scan the QR code on the screen, or click the link in the description box. And with all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
As far as the allegations being made against Sergeant Brian Fahey, I was told through an anonymous tip that he is receiving fraudulent overtime every single year. Now that was strange to me because Sergeant Brian Fahey, as we know, is the sergeant of pistol permits in an office. How does he receive overtime to begin with? Isn't it a 9-to-5 job? So I did some investigating, and Sergeant Brian Fahey makes over $200,000 a year. Now get this. $75,000 of that $212,000, to be exact, comes from overtime. $75,000. How can this be?
Well, Shawn, there's a lot of reasons why he could have the overtime hours. Maybe they've got an influx of people wanting pistol permits, and he has to verify everyone's information and background checks in a timely manner. Some might need expedited time, so he might have to work overtime. It's not that big a deal, and it's not corruption. Now, if there is truth to this allegation that you're making, which I highly doubt there is because, well, you say you're a journalist, so you'll never reveal your sources, but I believe your sources are just made up so you can have the plausible deniability of why you're doing this. But again, that's just my personal opinion.
Does he stay late when they're closed after 5 o'clock? Does he go back on the streets to patrol? I mean, I was told by my sources that he was kicked out of patrol and he's a danger to the community. That's why they have him working in the office. But to get $75,000 in overtime every single year from a desk job, it didn't add up. And that's why I came here to Sergeant Brian Fahey's neighborhood to protest his tyranny and corruption, the lack of accountability, but also, as any good independent journalist would, to ask questions about this overtime allegation.
Now, pay close attention to that jump cut because it's going to come back later on in the video. But let's jump ahead to when Shawn actually reaches Sergeant Brian Fahey's house and tries to question him for his journalistic endeavors.
But again, there aren't any no trespassing signs. We're just coming in peace to ask some questions. Oh, I'm currently being recorded, his Ring camera said.
Can I help you?
Hey, Sergeant Fahey, how are you?
You gotta get off my property. It's posted no trespassing.
Nope, there is no posted sign.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Yeah,
There's no
right
problem. Do you have any, let's go. Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are, I am moving. Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are receiving? Couldn't even get the question out. Ladies and gentlemen, he was so angry. Couldn't even get the question out. He says that there's no trespassing signs. Let's see. Let's see if there's no trespassing signs. What a coward. He can assault me in broad daylight while receiving taxpayer money. But the minute an independent journalist comes to his home, and he's probably going to try and get me unlawfully arrested now, as you could see.
And the business, we call this foreshadowing.
I moved back his camera that says you are currently being recorded. Film this guy. You're crazy. What do you think I'm doing, you psycho? You have a weapon in your hand? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't have any weapons. I'm a journalist. What do you
You're not even a real journalism. That's right.
think I'm doing, you psychopath? What do you think I'm doing?
Now. Get off
What
my
do you
property
think I'm
right
doing?
now.
What do you think
Get
I'm
off my
doing?
property right now.
I'm off your property.
This is my property.
Well, do you see me
All
not
the way
moving?
to the cul-de-sac.
Calm down.
Get off my
that gun out
fucking
of your hand.
property.
Get that gun out of
Get
your hand,
off
you
my
psycho.
fucking property.
Get that gun
I'm
out
a
of your hand, you
goddamn
psycho.
Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't care who you are.
are trespassing
I don't
on
care
my
who you are.
fucking property.
I don't care who you
Get
are.
off my fucking
I don't
property.
care who you are.
Right now.
You spit in my
Get off
face.
my property
You're
right
going
now.
to jail now.
Though it may not be right for the sergeant to spit on Shawn, Shawn is actually breaking the law right now. Connecticut Law 53A-107, criminal trespass in the first degree. A person is guilty of criminal trespass in the first degree when knowingly that such person is not licensed or privileged to do so, or such person to enter or remain in a building or other premises after ordered to leave, or not to enter personally commanded by such person by the owner or of the premises or an authorized person. Since Shawn was not authorized to go onto that property, and we saw in the background of the video one of those yellow and black signs stating this is a private road, which we will see again later on in the video, that he was not licensed or permitted to come onto the property. Shawn has a history with Sergeant Fahey, and he knows this. He knows that this would provoke a confrontation, which could lead to another law that Shawn is breaking.
Look at this. Look at this. He spit in my face. You say you're
right
going
in
to
my
jail.
face. I'm spitting as I'm talking to you.
No, you spit
Get
in
off
my
my
face.
property
You spit in
right
my face.
now.
You spit in my face.
Get off my
You're
property
going to jail.
right now.
I'm going.
Get off my property.
I've been going.
Right
Since the
now.
moment you told me.
Get off
That's
my
not
property.
how criminal trespass
right
works, psycho.
now. Get
You're
off
a
my
psycho,
property
bro.
right
Look
now.
at the gun in his hand. This guy's
Goddamn
crazy.
right. I'm a Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't give a shit who you are.
trespassing on my property.
That doesn't matter. You can't break
threatened
the
to
law.
kill me.
I didn't.
You threatened to
You
kill me
lied.
online.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because Shawn is partially correct, but he's also being misleading. Yes, he didn't actually threaten Sergeant Fahey. His followers did. There have been reports of this actually being produced in other videos and other live streams and in depositions that have happened where Shawn's followers, where he actually had to tell them not to make threats against his life. But Shawn did, in a previous video I covered last year, threaten to fight Sergeant Fahey, making statements of he didn't have the badge and gun on, that he would fight him, that he would take him down. Yes, I will link that video in the description box so you guys can watch it for yourselves. But Shawn is lying about this. He knows this would have caused a confrontation. He knows this is what he wanted. He knows this would have happened.
Right, no,
Get
I did
off
not.
my fucking
You're a
property
liar.
right now.
You are a liar.
Right now.
Look, see the
Get
big
off
beautiful
my
billboard,
property.
Chuck? It's all being recorded.
I don't care.
It's all being. I
Get
know you
off
don't
my
care.
property
Because you don't face any
right now.
consequences.
Get off
you don't
my
face
property
any consequences.
right now.
Don't
This is
spit
the
in my
biggest
face.
mistake you ever
No,
made.
no, it's not.
This
It's
is
the biggest mistake
you
you
ever made.
No,
Get
it's
off
not.
my property right now.
It's not the biggest mistake
Get
I
off
ever
my
made.
property right
It's
now.
not the biggest mistake. It's the
Get
biggest
off
mistake. You
my
are spit in my
property.
face.
I didn't spit in your face.
You disgusting.
I was spitting
You
on
dis-
you.
Yeah.
Why I'm yelling at you to get off my
Yeah.
property right
Get
now.
off. I'm off your property. Now what? Now what? Look at the gun in his hand.
That's right, I have a gun in my hand. I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't
And
care.
you threatened to kill me
No,
online.
I did
So
not.
I'm protecting myself
No,
and my
I did-
family.
no, I did
Don't
not.
ever fucking come back to my house again.
No problem. I'll stand right here with my billboard. Chuck,
You go
exposing
right
you.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go right
No
ahead.
problem.
I don't
You
care.
spit in my face, you're
Don't
going to
ever
jail.
come back to
You're
my
going to jail.
fucking house
You're
again.
going to jail.
Don't ever
You're
come
going
back to
jail.
my house
It's okay
again.
for you to assault people and break people's property, but I can't ask questions
You're a
about
fucking
your overtime.
liar.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
About
You're
your
a fuck-
overtime,
my
$75,000
More than
for
that,
a
buddy.
desk job?
More than
that. Right. More than that. I'm gotta go. What a crazy psychopath. He spit in my face. No, I'm an independent journalist. Get it right, buddy.
No, they're both wrong. you're a First Amendment frauditor because you're not an actual journalist. You don't obey the rules and ethics of journalism. You don't follow the standards and practices that an actual journalist does. Okay? Let's get that straight. And for Sergeant Fahey's correction, Shawn is not an actual First Amendment auditor. He is a frauditor. There is a difference. An auditor doesn't make it about themselves. They don't do this for themselves. They would do it to make sure our rights are protected. They would actually go and find laws on the books that may be unconstitutionally enforced on us and then challenge it in court the proper way. They wouldn't make a show about it. That is the difference between an actual auditor and a frauditor. But we're going to jump ahead to when the cops show because this crazy train is only getting started.
Look at these guys. Look. Look.
You get off my fucking property.
I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not doing anything. You're lying.
True.
He just spit in my face.
Get over here.
Whoa, I didn't break any laws.
You in a second, okay?
For what?
Because
I haven't
we
broken the
just got a
law.
call of disturbance.
No,
You
but
have weapons on you?
do you have reasonable articulable suspicion I
Yes,
committed
I
a
do.
crime? What?
Yeah, I got
What is
all
it?
the-
What is
I got
it?
a call from a trooper.
That doesn't matter.
In his face and there's a disturbance.
It doesn't matter. I'm a
Yeah, it does
journalist.
matter.
I knocked on the door and
have
asked
weapons on
questions.
you?
No, I have no weapons
You
on
have
me.
weapons on you.
We have
right
a
there.
camera of mass destruction. I'm putting my camera down.
Don't move. Don't move until I get backup units. You can put it away.
What's your name?
Officer Romansky, it says right here. Nope, just stay right
He
here.
pulled out a gun on me for knocking on the
No,
door.
you're on his property.
I'm allowed to go on his property and knock on the door.
Actually, Shawn, you're not. Because there are two clear signs. One that was in the back that was hard to see, but then there was another one that you jump cut it out, stating that it was a private road and it was not open to the public. Now, unless you were invited to come to his house, you're not allowed to use that road to go to him. Especially knowing that you two have a volatile past together. I mean, there was the incident that started your whole campaign against him, and then the time you went to the state Connecticut Troopers headquarters and challenged him to a fight. There was the other incidents where you had your followers threaten him. Now, you done live streams where you have told your followers not to make threats towards him. So he is well within his rights to protect himself and his family. Even though Connecticut is not a stand your ground state, he was still on his property. You are a trespasser. He's told you to leave, and you're refusing to leave after being told to.
Or yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to learn the law, man.
No.
I'm a journalist. No, you got to learn the law.
Okay. Let's just back
I'm
up.
allowed to ask questions.
Sure.
I am.
So let me tell you why we're here.
What's wrong with you? I'm not doing anything. I have no weapons on me. I have nothing. You couldn't stop. He has the weapon.
Okay. Now let me explain something to you.
Yeah, no weapons. He has the
You're
weapon.
recording. Okay. So here's the deal. So here's the disconnect here. Here's the difference. So we get a call from him. He calls 911. Hold on.
I'm not
Let
going
me
to
say,
speak. I'm
if
letting you speak.
Okay. When you call 911 and say you're
I'm
in a
gonna record,
disturbance
okay?
with somebody, we come code 3, like my lights were on.
You wouldn't do this for a citizen.
Yes, I would. We do
No,
it
you
for-
wouldn't. You're doing it because he's a state trooper.
No, we do
That's
it for
why. You're doing it because
citizens
he's a state
and-
trooper.
Okay, we do it for citizens every single day. Okay?
Not like this.
Yes, 100%, all the time. If we think there's an active disturbance, then we respond code 3, which means lights and sirens, and we're in an emergency response.
Do you see the spit on my face?
I don't.
You don't see the
I
spit
really
on my
don't.
face? Well, I have it on camera. He spit in my face. I want him arrested. He spit in my face.
Calm down, Silence Boy 2.0. We get it. You got spit on. It's not right, but you did provoke this situation. This was your doing.
All right.
On camera.
Okay.
I want you to lock him up. He spit in my face. You understand that?
Okay.
If I spit in your face, what would happen to me?
Okay. Here, listen. Let's just.
I knocked on a door and he spit in my face. You can't do that.
Okay. I got what you're saying. Let's just take a step
There's
back
spit
here.
all over.
So
I'm gonna
here-
go get DNA test on his spit
go
so you
ahead.
can see it.
Go.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Do what you gotta do. Let's find out what happened. The whole story.
All right, I'm gonna tell you really quick what happened, okay?
No, tell me. Take time.
Okay. I'm an
I got a
independent.
camera on too, so
sure.
we're good.
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
I'm here peacefully protesting. This man, as you can see from the video footage right here, assaulted me, stole my camera from me. He was never held accountable. I got a tip as an independent journalist that he is cooking the books when it comes to his overtime. I did some research. He gets $75,000 of overtime a year, and he's a desk sergeant. So I thought that was interesting, so I wanted to follow up on it. I went up here. There's no trespassing signs. I'm very familiar with the law. There aren't any no trespassing signs or anything like that.
This is such a crock of shit.
I went up, knocked on the door. He answered the door. I said, do you have any comment? He said, get off my property. I immediately started, and his camera will show that. Because I know the law, I don't break the law, sir. I immediately started backing up while continuing to ask him.
Well, there was that one time you were arrested for armed robbery, if I'm not mistaken, and sent to prison. Oh, and then the numerous times you were arrested for criminal trespass and disorderly conduct since you've done your activism. Yeah, you've broken the law plenty of times, Shawnee. Don't hide it. Don't lie about it. It's public record.
Questions. He went back inside, closed the door, would have been the end of it. He came back out with his gun in his hand, got inches from my face. No, I would say less than inches from my face, real up to my face, and spit in my face. It's all over my face right here. All this wet is not sweat. He spit in my face.
Oh, but baby.
As I'm leaving his property, as he asked me to do. Hey, can I just get your name and badge number, ma'am? Thank you, I appreciate it. I just want to know everybody that's here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm Romansky, that's Brion. My sergeant right there, his name is Sergeant Bedard. You can talk with him.
He knows me. I know him. He knows I'm not a threat to him. Okay. I'm asking him questions.
I don't know that. Okay.
No, he knows that.
Okay, I got you. But if somebody came onto your property
and asked a question?
Well, so if somebody came onto my property and I didn't know them, then I would be a little upset about it. And I don't know.
So do you get mad? Do you get mad at a Jehovah Witness?
I would. Well, no.
Do you pull out a gun on a Jehovah Witness?
No, I say no, thank you. Please leave.
Right. And they leave. Right. Do you pull out your gun? Yes. And do you pull out your gun and spit in their face?
Sounds like you're trying to question them.
As I'm leaving.
As you're leaving.
Right. You can do two things at the same time, officer.
Sure, you
can do two things at the same time.
Do whatever you want. But if somebody came onto my property and asked them to leave, and it sounds like you weren't leaving.
No. This is why I have multiple cameras. He has a camera.
He has his camera on.
But you weren't here. You're missing the point.
Okay.
Shawn is the one who's missing the point. The officer's trying to explain to him that, look, from what it sounds like, that you weren't the one trying to leave. You were still trying to question him after being told to get off his property. And it does show on your video and your cameraman's video that you were taking your sweet time to get off the property. You've also lied, saying there's no signage stating that it's private property or a private road, nothing like that. When clearly there were two signs visible on the roadway next to it stating that it was a private road. Not to mention, you know for a fact that this would have caused an issue showing up to his property. If we move to Connecticut State Law 53A-181, breach of the peace, it states, a person is guilty of breach of the peace in the second degree when with the intent to cause inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, or recklessly creates a risk. You knew going to his house would cause some kind of reaction. You planned on it. That is why you did it. You knew this would alarm him or cause him to feel threatened in some way. That is violation of breach of the peace. That is a misdemeanor in the state of Connecticut.
Missing the point.
Do you want to show me the footage?
I can show you the footage, but wait, I can show you the footage. Go ahead. Actually, you know what? We'll see what he says, because I want him to write a report and be a liar and then go to jail for that too. He spit in my face. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
What if somebody spit in your face? Do you understand? Right. He spit in my face.
But do you understand? I wouldn't want somebody on my property either.
I can ask. Well, I have every right to go to his property and ask a question.
Okay.
How about new?
He doesn't have a right to spit in my mouth, in my face, sir.
He asked you to leave.
And I began to leave immediately.
You just immediately jumped.
He went back inside, got his gun. He's on the phone with 911 saying, I have a gun. As him and I are backing up, he gets in my face all the way down this driveway here, telling me, get off my property, get off my property. Then I threatened to kill him. I've never threatened to kill him. He's a liar, and it's all on camera, so don't make any false statements, you liar.
Hey, You're talking to me now, okay?
He's lied before on camera. He's lied before in internal affairs reports. He has said that he thought my camera was a firearm. He has said ridiculous things in internal affairs reports. I'm a journalist.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. And just remember, anyone who calls himself a journalist is a...
I have every right to knock on anybody's door I want. The minute that they ask me to leave, I leave. That's it. I have every right, and I did leave.
You just told me you were trying to ask him questions when he told you to leave.
As I'm leaving. You want to, did you miss that part?
Well, no, actually, I want to see.
I will show you. Ready? I will show you.
No.
Hey, do you have any comment on this and that? That's what happened.
Okay, can you show me the footage, right? You won't show me the
I
footage.
want to see what he says first.
Okay.
I want to see what he says first. I want to see what he says, and then you can look at it.
Okay.
I'll let you look at it, but I want to see what he says, because then he's a liar.
Okay, we're gonna go from there then. If you can't show
No,
me
no ID, no nothing, man. We're not giving any of that.
Yeah,
he knows who I am.
Yeah, no, there's an active investigation going on.
No,
You're gonna give us your ID.
no, you have no reasonable, articulable suspicion I've committed a crime.
Shenanigans.
Na.
Shenanigans.
Na.
And we're calling shenanigans yet again, due to the fact that, one, we do have reasonable articulable suspicion for them to be there and to ask for your ID. The first crime would be criminal trespassing in the first degree. The second crime would be the breach of the peace or disorderly conduct. So they do have reasonable articulable suspicion. They were called to the residence due to a disturbance because you had trespassed on the property of Sergeant Fahey. And not only that, you decided to escalate it.
You have nothing.
No,
you have nothing.
I do, actually.
No, you don't. What's your reasonable a disturbance?
Yes.
You better learn the law, man. I'm telling you right now, you better learn the law.
The other way around.
No. Reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. You see this spit right here? That's reasonable, articulable suspicion. He committed a crime.
Okay, so if the crime's against you, I still need your ID.
Okay, we'll see about that. And I'll give it to you then.
You can talk to my sergeant then. He'll explain.
Sergeant, how you doing? My name is Shawn.
Tyler D'Angelo. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
How you doing? I'm Tyler.
He's just a camera guy. He's just recording.
trying to be nice.
I appreciate that, Sergeant. Sergeant, I'm an independent journalist. I'm an activist. I've had this.
Oh, a bullshit artist.
This is Sergeant Brian Fahey here. Okay. As you can see, he's assaulted me, taken my camera multiple times. Right, he's a Connecticut State Trooper. He's a sergeant for the Connecticut State Trooper. He works in pistol permits.
Okay.
I got a tip that somebody said that he is currently cooking the books when it comes to overtime. Okay. So I wanted to get his side of the story, see why does he have $75,000 of overtime as a desk sergeant? Sure. Why does he have that? It just seemed, I saw it online and I was like, let me go ask him, and at the same time protest. Yeah. With my billboard truck here. I go up to his door, knock on the door. He opens it up. I start asking him questions. He says, you're on my property, leave. Yep. I know the law. I immediately started backing up and getting off of his property while asking him questions. Still.
Was that like up the road?
Yeah, right up the road. He says there's a no trespassing sign.
Okay.
That sign just says private road. It doesn't say no trespassing.
Even though the sign may not say no trespassing, it is still a private road, and the sign is indicating that it is a private road not open to the public, meaning it can be considered trespassing if you enter on the roadway to go to his house, especially knowing that you are not welcome at his house or invited to his house.
Okay.
Again, I was on the lookout. It's all recorded for any signage. And you guys are with Groton Police.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, Groton Town Police. There's 3 different police.
Listen, and if I'm coming out a little loud or something, that's not how I operate. It's just
we're having a normal conversation.
Okay,
right now. It's
all right.
Fun, man.
Listen, man, because at the end of the day, he came back. He went back inside his house as I'm leaving his property, which will clearly be seen on video. Mm-hmm. As I'm leaving the property, it's a long walk, so I'm walking backwards, making sure this man has assaulted me. Look at him. He has assaulted me multiple times. So, if anything, he's the danger to me. But I was just.
That smell. Do you smell that? It smells like a bitch. Oh, yeah.
I wanted to ask questions. I'm not scared of him. So at the end of the day, he's in my face. I'm not going to do it, but he's in my face, inches from my face, and he goes, and he spits in my face. All of this is his DNA. He spit in my face, and I still didn't do anything because he has a gun in his hand. And I left the property. And then you guys arrived immediately, lights and sirens, and I'm trying to explain.
I have like
you're happy.
I understand. It's all recorded though.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of it.
That'd be great. Obviously, you're recording right now, so I understand you can't. You probably don't want to like pause.
Right. Exactly.
I understand.
Exactly.
That, right? But what we can do is we can send you a link through our Axon camera system, and you can actually upload the whole video to us because it's evidence, obviously.
No, it's SEAN.
Okay.
I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah, but it captured.
No, I'm saying he said SHAWN. It's SEAN.
Oh, I wasn't. I was trying to.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But basically, if you have information that would either make him at fault, or
no, but I want you to collect this evidence here of his spit on my mouth. This is all his spit on my mouth.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
All I see at the moment is just sweat.
But I'm telling you, this is. I feel his spit on my mouth. He is a disgusting, vile human being, and he spit in my face, Sergeant. You understand? And it's on video of him doing that.
So
this video here, it's on video of him spitting in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm talking at the same time. He spit in my mouth.
If we could maybe like pause one of these so that we could watch that, and then you can continue filming. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you would like to do.
Here, hold this for me.
5 minutes later.
So I do agree that you're backing up, but can we just agree? So I agree that you're backing up and retreating off this property, right? Can we agree that we've kind of figured that some kind of response similar to this would be elicited by you showing up like this? You know what I mean?
I thought he would just close the door.
Yeah.
He wouldn't want to talk.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the same person, if somebody I didn't particularly care for came to my house, I would say, get off my property, close the door. I wouldn't come out and get in their face and walk them out with a gun and spit in their face. So can we understand that I didn't break any laws and he's the one that broke the law? Like, I just don't like this kind of like cop splaining thing where it's like, you don't understand. You're blaming the victim. It's like, you wanted this. It's like, dude,
that's not
somebody's got to be held accountable. That's crazy, man. Like, and I have no problem showing you the video because I know the law. I don't break the law. I follow the law. I exercise my right. I have every right to go knock on somebody's door. There's no order of protection in place. There's nothing there. And he told me to leave, and I immediately left.
Yep.
That's it.
So is there an order of protection? Do we know that?
I don't know that.
Okay, so we just have to check on that. I think we've identified at least.
Yeah. Like we didn't get insight.
Yeah, he's not breaking the law. He's actually
no, I mean you or the other person.
Sergeant Bailey, Brian Bailey.
And what your intention of coming here was to
as a journalist, I'm a journalist. I investigate corruption and tyranny within law enforcement.
Does he know that you're a journalist, or did you identify yourself as a journalist?
We've had multiple interactions.
Yeah.
Yes, you have had multiple altercations with Mr. Brian Fahey. And every time you've had these altercations, it's always escalated to the point of near violence or actual violence, in your opinion. Now, you were first escorted off of the state trooper's property to the public area. Then you went back a second time and provoked a response and even made threats of fighting him if he didn't have his badge and gun. Not to mention your followers, because of your interactions with Sergeant Brian Fahey, have made threats against his life. There have been gag orders put on you for depositions that you tried to release on him because you're trying to sue him already. You knew well ahead of time that an interaction at his house would end up in a situation similar, if not this exact one.
With me reporting, this is actually not even thing from the headquarters over here. Yeah. We've had multiple interactions where, again, I'm not doing anything and he is assaulting. I'm trying to get into state police here. He wouldn't let me in. He closes it on my... And then
this happened recently? Or?
This happened about a year ago.
Okay.
And then security camera footage, he takes my phone from me, violating my First Amendment right. Yep. Again, this has been going on, but I'm not saying I'm scared of it. I wouldn't be here if I was scared of it. I'm not saying I'm in fear for my life or anything. I'm saying that I came here as a journalist to follow up on a tip that I got that he is cooking the books when it comes to overtime. And my problem is he spit in my mouth and in my face. That is a problem to me. I don't know what diseases he's got. He could be mad all he wants. I don't blame him for being mad. He doesn't like me. I don't like him.
At least we can agree on that.
Yep. Well, you could be mad, but you can't break the law, sir. You can be mad, but you cannot break the law.
I understand where you're coming from.
Be mad all you want. Rent a billboard truck and put it in front of my house. I don't really care.
Okay.
But you can't break the law. You can't spit in another man's mouth. You know how badly I wanted to defend myself? That is bodily injury. I don't know what type of disease is that.
It's happened to me as well, I understand.
Okay. And I'm sure you did something about it, right? Right?
It's circumstantial.
Right. But I couldn't because he's holding a gun like the coward that he is.
Hey, if I have one of my officers send you a link, can you send us that video so we can upload it? Thank you.
I'm not wiping my mouth, so I don't care if I'll take it. I'll go and take a DNA sample or something.
So the sergeant. So we're both sergeants. He has a camera in the sergeant's vehicle that he can photograph. Like I said, I see. You don't have
like a swab you could swab and get his nasty, filthy DNA from my face.
No, I would recommend if you want medical attention to get tested, we can.
Yeah, call.
Okay, and you want to get transported to the hospital?
No, I want you to just call an ambulance, please.
Sure.
15 minutes later.
Officers here. Hey, Sarge. Do you have any updates?
So I just talked to him and kind of let him know what's going on with in reference, because I didn't talk to him at all. So I just kind of got little bits and pieces of his. We made sure that we have his video evidence as well. Have we gotten evaluated by these guys yet?
They said that there's really nothing they could do for me, so I'm just gonna go get tested at the hospital or something. I'll figure it out.
Okay, do you want to get transported?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
No,
all
it's
right,
fine.
So you're good with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need a little bit of information from you when you get a moment.
Sure.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
No, that's it. Thank you, man. I appreciate you coming out. So I don't want to waste your time. Thanks, guys.
Good luck
Appreciate
to
it.
you,
Thank
man.
you, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take care.
Have a good one.
I like your video.
Thank you.
They probably don't want me to say that.
They would only not want you to say that if they weren't on the up and up.
He said the right thing. Say whatever you want.
Yeah, free speech. That's what I fight for, right? Free speech.
That's all you're all about.
Free speech.
See you guys.
Take care.
Take care.
Take care. Oh, all right.
Hey, sir, how are you? So is there any updates on, because obviously I want to press charges for him spitting in my face that I showed the sergeant here on camera. So what's going to happen with that?
So we went through the assault statute specifically, and there's nothing that specifically states that spitting on somebody is an assault unless it caused you physical pain. The only thing that assault fits is physical pain. And that's under the exception of if you spit on an officer, then that is when bodily fluids become involved.
So he could spit on me in my face and in my mouth, and that's not against the law?
Yes. Circumstances, I'm saying that it doesn't really fit the assault charge.
So what happened if I spit on you?
Well, then you would get arrested because I'm an officer. You can't spit on an officer because in the assault on an officer charge, bodily fluids are included.
So there is no charge. You're telling me, as a sergeant of the Groton Police Department, you're telling me there is no charge for a grown man spitting in another grown man's
I'm telling you that
face.
it doesn't fit assault.
Well, what does it fit? Isn't that your job to find out? What does it fit? Like what crime it is?
Breach of peace, but you're on his property. You interacted. You engaged the interaction. I mean,
congratulations, you played yourself.
So if it's a breach of peace, arrest him for a breach of peace.
Well, that's the other issue that we're going down right now. Is you guys are also in violation of a breach of peace.
No.
As well as
I mean, take us
voyeurism.
both then. Take us both then. It's not voyeurism. It's not voyeurism to knock on somebody's door. That's not.
It is. If he has a reasonable expectation of privacy and you invade on his curtilage,
no,
and you're recording.
You're wrong.
Now, the officer is correct. This could fall under voyeurism as it's stated in the Connecticut law, which states if a person videotapes, films, photographs, or otherwise records another person's image without that person's consent, or when that person has a reasonable expectation of privacy, that can be considered voyeurism. Even if it's not meant for a sexual gratification or exploitation purposes, it can still be considered voyeurism due to how it is labeled. And it is considered either a Class C or a Class D felony. Now, it could be a stretch in the courts for this to be considered voyeurism, but since Shawn is willingly and knowingly recording Sergeant Brian Fahey on his property without his consent, this could fall under the voyeurism statute.
Do it. Then I will gladly go take the ride, arrest us both for a breach of peace.
If you insist.
pissed?
Turn around for me.
Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
All that for you. 1, 2.
He didn't even do anything. He didn't even do anything. He was just recording.
Yep.
I guess
That's why you're getting arrested as well, because you're both recording on this private property, initiating this, which caused a giant scene.
it caused he spit in my face. Are you going to take him to jail?
We're gonna deal with that after we deal with this.
I don't care, man, because this is ridiculous.
And we're going to end it here, folks. Both Shawn and his cameraman were charged with trespassing, disorderly conduct or breach of the peace, and voyeurism. Originally, Shawn was going to be given a $10,000 bond and his cameraman a sign and release bond. However, due to the complications of what happened, an order of protection was emergency issued for Brian Fahey, which then upped Shawn's bond to $75,000 and his cameraman's to $50,000. They are both currently out, and Shawn is saying that he's going to get a lawyer for both him and his cameraman and defend these cases and try to fight this in court, then file a lawsuit against the police who arrested him and Sergeant Brian Fahey. This all would have never have happened if Shawn didn't go to his house. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I will see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I could never thank you enough. You guys rock.